Welcome back. I am Daniel Kamara, your host, and this is Grow Sierra Leone. Have you ever wondered what the unseen enemy of youth in Sierra Leone might be? There's an invisible battle being fought every day in the streets, schools, and homes of this vibrant country. It's not an enemy you can see with your eyes, but its impact is deeply felt. This enemy is drug abuse, a growing problem among the youth of Sierra Leone. Drug abuse is like a silent storm. It creeps in unnoticed, taking hold of individuals and communities and wreaks havoc on the lives of those it touches. It's an unseen enemy because it's often hidden, shrouded in secrecy and silence. The signs aren't always visible, but the damage is real and profound. Imagine a young person, full of potential and dreams. They have hopes for the future, ambitions to fulfill. But one wrong decision, one moment of giving in to peer pressure or seeking escape from life's challenges, can set them on a path of destruction. That's the power of this unseen enemy. It can steal dreams, shatter lives, and leave a trail of devastation in its wake. Drug abuse isn't just about the act of consuming harmful substances, it's about the ripple effects it has on every aspect of a person's life. Physically, it can lead to health problems, ranging from minor ailments to life-threatening conditions. Mentally, it can result in anxiety, depression, and a host of other psychological issues. It can fracture relationships, hinder education, and stifle opportunities. Understanding the scope of this problem is the first step in combating it. We need to shed light on this unseen enemy, expose its true nature, and reveal its devastating effects. Only then can we begin to tackle it effectively. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are stories of hope, tales of individuals who have faced this enemy head-on and emerged victorious. Stories that serve as a testament to the human spirit's resilience and the power of determination. To truly understand the detrimental effects of this unseen enemy, let's delve into some personal stories. Before we dive into more accounts of this unseen enemy, let us pause for a moment. Why are we sharing these stories? Why is it important that we understand the magnitude of this problem? It's because awareness is the first step to change. Change in our own lives, change in our communities, and ultimately, change in society. If you find this video helpful, if it has made you think or feel differently about the issue of drug abuse in Sierra Leone, then we urge you to share it with others. Spread the word, start conversations, challenge the stigma. It's easy to underestimate the power of a simple act like sharing a video, but it can have a ripple effect. It can reach someone who is struggling in silence, giving them the courage to seek help. It can reach parents, teachers, and community leaders, encouraging them to take proactive steps to combat this issue. It can even reach policymakers, prompting them to implement necessary reforms. So, let's take a stand against this unseen enemy. Share this video, and let's work together to create a brighter, healthier future for the youth of Sierra Leone. Now, let's continue with our journey into the heart of this issue. Imagine a bright young student, full of promise and potential. Now, imagine that same student, trapped in the grip of drug addiction. Let's call this student John. John was once on the honor roll, an active member of his school's debate team, a star athlete. He was a beacon of hope for his family, his friends, and his community in Sierra Leone. But then, something changed. A darkness began to creep into John's life, a darkness that would consume his potential, his promise, and his future. John was introduced to drugs at a party. It started innocently enough. A puff here, a pill there, always under the guise of harmless fun. But the fun quickly turned into a habit, and the habit spiraled into an addiction. The drugs began to take hold of John, wrapping him in their deadly embrace. His grades started to slip. The honor roll student was now barely passing. His participation in the debate team dwindled. His athletic performance suffered. His relationships began to crack under the strain of his addiction. Friends and family members watched helplessly as John transformed before their eyes, his brightness dimmed by the shadow of drug abuse. John's story is not unique. It is a tale told too often in our society. It's the story of a promising life, derailed by the grip of addiction. It's the story of a bright future, clouded by the haze of substance abuse. The drugs promised John an escape, a brief respite from the pressures of life. But what they delivered was a prison, a life sentence in a cell of his own making. In the blink of an eye, a promising future can be snuffed out by drug abuse. John's story serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of drug addiction. It's a journey into darkness, a journey that no one should have to take. The grip of addiction is strong, but the will to overcome is stronger. And it's this will that we must ignite in our youth to ensure they never have to embark on this journey into darkness. Picture a loving family, once filled with laughter and joy. Now picture that same family, ripped apart by the claws of drug addiction. Let me tell you a story about the Camara family, a typical Sierra Leonean family. They were once the epitome of happiness, the family that everyone in the community looked up to. They lived peacefully in their humble abode, nestled in the heart of Freetown. The father, Mr. Camara, was a respected teacher, and the mother, Mrs. Camara, a nurse. Together, they raised their 3 children, instilling in them values of respect, hard work, and love for each other. The eldest, Ibrahim, was a promising young man, admired by all for his intelligence and kindness. But then, the unexpected happened. Ibrahim fell into the dark world of drugs. What started as an innocent curiosity turned into a deadly addiction. The bright, jovial Ibrahim was replaced by a shadow of his former self, a young man lost in the haze of substance abuse. The impact was like a storm that swept through the Camara family. Finances that were once set for education and family needs were drained to fuel Ibrahim's addiction. The laughter that once echoed in their home was replaced by heated arguments and heart-wrenching cries. Relationships strained, dreams shattered. Their once peaceful home turned into a battlefield. Mrs. Camara, a beacon of strength, was reduced to tears, watching her son slowly destroy himself. Mr. Camara, carrying the weight of his son's addiction on his shoulders, struggled to keep his family together. The younger siblings, once looking up to their big brother, now watched him with fear and confusion. This story is not unique to the Camaras. Countless families are torn apart by drug addiction, their lives turned upside down, their dreams replaced by nightmares. The pain, the struggle, the constant battle. It's a harsh reality that many families face when one of their own succumbs to drug addiction. Drug abuse doesn't just affect the individual, it wreaks havoc on entire families. But what if I told you it's not all doom and gloom? What if I told you there's a way out of this darkness? Yes, there is a road to recovery, a path that leads away from the shadows of drug addiction. It's a journey that many have taken and emerged victorious, stronger, and with a renewed sense of purpose. Let me share with you the story of Aminata, a beacon of hope in our community. Aminata was once trapped in the vicious cycle of drug abuse. She was lost, spiraling into a world of chaos and despair. But she chose to fight. She chose to reclaim her life. And that choice made all the difference. Aminata's first step was acknowledging the problem. She realized she needed help and bravely reached out. The moment she decided to face her demons, she set foot on the road to recovery. She then sought professional help. She engaged with counselors and therapists who guided her through the process, helping her understand the root causes of her addiction. They equipped her with the tools to combat her cravings, to resist the allure of the substances that once held her captive. Crucial in Aminata's journey was the role of support systems. Her family, friends, and the community rallied around her, providing her with the emotional strength to persevere. They reminded her of her worth, of the vibrant life she could lead free from the shackles of addiction. Aminata also enrolled in a rehabilitation program. There she found a safe environment to heal and grow. She learnt new skills, built her confidence, and most importantly, found a sense of belonging among others who were fighting the same battle. Today, Aminata stands tall as a testament to the power of resilience and determination. She is a beacon of hope, not just for those battling addiction, but for all of us. Her story reminds us that the road to recovery may be long and fraught with challenges, but it's a journey worth taking. Recovery is a journey, not a destination, but with determination and support, it's a journey that anyone can embark on. So, what can we as a society do to combat this unseen enemy? The answer lies in the power of awareness, empathy, and support. Awareness is our first line of defense. It's a beacon of light that can pierce the darkness of ignorance. It's a tool that arms us with knowledge about the dangers and effects of drug abuse. We must take it upon ourselves to share this knowledge, to talk about it openly, not in hushed whispers or behind closed doors, but loudly, proudly. We need to dispel the myths, break down the barriers of misunderstanding, and replace them with facts, with truth. But awareness alone isn't enough. It's a start, yes, but we need more. We need empathy. We need to understand that those struggling with addiction are not just statistics on a page or faceless figures. They're our neighbors, our friends, our family. They're people just like us who are fighting a battle every single day, and they need our understanding, our compassion. They need us to see them, to hear them, to acknowledge their struggle, and then we need to support them, not with judgment or condemnation, but with love and acceptance. We need to help them find the help they need, the resources they require to embark on the road to recovery. We need to stand by them, to walk with them on this journey, because no one should have to walk this path alone. Finally, we need to share this message with as many people as we can. Not just this video, but the message it carries. The message of awareness, empathy, and support. The message that we, as a society, have the power to change things, that we can make a difference, that we can help turn the tide against drug abuse. So let's start today. Let's start now. Let's take this message and spread it far and wide. Let's reach out to those in need. Let's offer them our hand, our heart. Together, we can turn the tide against drug abuse. Together, we can safeguard the future of our youth. Subscribe to Leone Multimedia and turn on post notification. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.